Hey guys, you're welcome to my channel. I'll be reviewing the movie Sole. Sole is a Nigerian movie that I came across recently and I really enjoyed it. It's interesting, educative, exposing. It's what's happening in the society about kidnappers, ritualists, and all that happens on our Nigerian road. So before I start the review, if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more of my videos, please hit on the notification button to let you know anytime I post any new video. Now, about Sole. Sole, I have Shola Shobowale in the movie. You know, she's a very good actor. You can't take that from her anytime, any day. Okay, Sole started with a bus driver that was given a luxurious bus to go and deliver in the east. The man just bought the bus and said, "Take this bus to the east and drop it for me." But the driver didn't want to go empty, so he decided to pick up passengers at the car park. When he got there was this woman that brought a box and gave it to him and said, as a way bill, I said, "Help me drop this bus in the east." And he charged that money, 15K, and he took the bus from the woman. And there was a reverend sister that didn't have enough money, was looking for a cheap bus. She also entered the bus. And we have a lot of passengers, known faces and all that. And the journey started. As the journey started, we saw the pastor. You know, things that happen in buses. We had a pastor that preached. After preaching, they contributed offering for him. And we had a lady that sells abo. Abo is a locally made medicine that cures everything in the body. We had her sell her own. We had so many things. Along the line, there were there was an informant in the bus that was giving message outside. We didn't know who he was giving message to until armed robbers attacked them and they told all of them to come down, and they had a picture of that box they wanted to carry. So they carried the box they saw in the vehicle. As they carried the box, the girl that owns the box, the lady that owns the box, started crying because she had things in the box that she wanted to go and sell in the east. So out of empathy, they started contributing money for her, feeling for her, because she told them that the goods in the box is worth 500,000, and they started contributing money for her. The money that was contributed for her, she gave it to the Reverend Sister because the Reverend Sister said she needs money for her children for Christmas, and she doesn't have. That's why she came to Lagos to look for money from the Reverend Father, but they didn't give her any money. So she gave her all the money that was contributed for her for her goods that got missing. Then the armed robbers on their own opened the box and discovered that that was not the box they were supposed to carry. They carried the wrong box. And the contents of the box were all these toys. You know, when I say toys, I don't want to mention some names. All these toys that women use, to be happy. So they were disappointed, they were angry, and their contact said, he thought it was a bus. Said no, that they carried the wrong one, that he has to find a way to stop the bus again. And that was how he said he became restless and told the driver he wants to stop. Driver said, "Why will you want to stop in the middle of the road after they've just robbed them?" And he insisted. And he came down and told them to open the boot. He said, "No, they can't open the boot. What do you want?" He said he wants to carry his box. He's not going again. And in the process, there was this chaos, there was confusion everywhere. Shola Shogowale they now started chasing him because he pointed gun at them. He wanted to shoot. They chasing him and said if he runs, they will do this. And they wanted to kill him. And she said, "No, tie him up, tie him." They tied him to a tree and left him there and went away. And they said, going again, the journey continued. And they were now talking about how they are going to share the money. Okay, when the guy came down from the vehicle, they decided to open the box and know what is really in this box that they are interested in. It was then they now discovered that it was full of dollars, money that was in the box. So they became confused. What do they do? What would they do with the money? What would they? That they have to share it equally. imagine somebody's money. They were planning on how to share the money, how they are going to do this. When they get to their destination, they will share the money. Everybody go your way and all that. They were all excited about the money. As they were talking about the money, the police people stopped them again. Apparently, they were fake policemen. Those men work for Shola Shobowale. She is she owns a den where they keep kidnappers, where they do rituals and all that. She has a very big house in the bush. So those police people accosted there, came down and told them they wanted to carry that box. They brought out all the box and they said that's the box they want. I said, why that box? See all these boxes you didn't open. Why do you want to open that one? In the process, there was a gunshot. They said chaos everywhere. Chaos everywhere. Gunshots here and there. And that was how Shola Buhari said they should carry all of them. They now knew who she was, that she was actually one of them, that she's been the one giving information out. And she was angry with those policemen. So why did you take so long? Why do you people take so long? And they carried everybody. They shot some of the people in the vehicle, carried everybody to the den, to the house in the bush. Very big place. And in the place we saw some young girls, pregnant, the ones that were giving birth, the ones that they were trying to get pregnant, and all that. So many people. And the Reverend Sister was amazed. She was like, what's going on here? Wow, how did they get all these young girls? There was one that was in labor, was screaming. She wants to give back the baby, and all that. Her pelvic was very tight. She could not push. And she said she can help the young girl. And they said no. They carried her and locked her up in a cage. And with the other young lady, you remember the young lady that was sitting beside her that gave her money? They locked them up. Then they brought the teacher. The teacher is a professor in the bus, that the father is a native doctor, and taught him some magic. So they brought him, and Shola Shobowale was angry. Why did you bring him? He said they didn't know what to do with him. It's okay. Why did now that you have brought him, what do you want to do with him? He said that's why they are asking her. They lock him up. They locked him up. Say you should have killed him. But since you have brought him, lock him up. They locked the professor up. And he saw the Reverend Sister and the other lady and said, Reverend Sister. And he did the magic and cutlass came to his hand. They were shocked. How did you do that? He said, don't worry. He now asked the Reverend Sister to pee on the cutlass. The Reverend Sister said, why do you want me to pee on the cutlass? He said, because I know you're a virgin. He said, why do you think I'm a virgin? He said, because you're a Reverend Sister. And she said, because I'm a Reverend Sister does not mean I'm a virgin. Whoa. And the man was like, what are you saying? He said, I am not a virgin. He said, it's not possible for you not to be a virgin because you're a Reverend Sister. And the other young lady said, I'm a virgin. I can pee on the cutlass. How can you be a virgin? Because of the way she's dressed, the way she was chewing gums, the way she was behaving, And that's why you should not judge a book by its cover. And she peed. And truly, she was a virgin. And the cutlass started doing magic. And that was how they were able to escape from that cage. They were locked up. And they went into the house. They're killing some of those bodyguards. And they started fighting. So much confusion everywhere. Bloodshed. And the Reverend Sister went to work and started helping that young lady that was in labor to deliver. Fortunately, she delivered the baby. So what they do in that place, once those girls deliver those babies, they sell the babies out. And they make those men to get them pregnant again. And they sell those babies. So scary. And they have so many girls there that have put to bed and some are still pregnant. And once they deliver, they sell out the babies to people that want babies. And they make good money. And I wonder, and those girls are there looking unkept, not well fed. Oh, man. Then they took when they were able to escape, they told the Reverend Sister to come let them run since she has delivered. She said, no, she can't leave all these girls here. She's taking them along. I said, how do you want to take them? Said she has to take them. She has to take them. She can't leave them here. They said, okay, let them find a way. They were able to find a way, look for a way. They all ran out of the place. They're looking for how to escape. They were able to find the entrance and they got out. It wasn't easy because there were a lot of guards everywhere, which the professor was using his cutlass to, to kill some of them. And some of those people were able to use guns because at that point, it's survival of the defeated. All the guns they saw on the floor, they're picking it up, they were shooting. Whoever comes their way, they will shoot. Yeah. So the professor went back when he saw that the rest and some other of the people in the bus were safe. He went back inside to start looking for the box of money, which he later found and took the box and left. And the Reverend Sister and all those girls and all those people that escaped, they were able to get to a place of safety and there. Now, the critic of the film. How did they leave that place with that crowd? Who helped them? Because I didn't see them making any call. How did they leave? But the suspense for me is the professor. How he got the money, and on eve of Christmas, he sent the money to everybody that survived the attack. He shared the dollars and sent to them in a box, wrapped in a box, and sent to everybody that survived the attack. That was a beautiful one. But my question is, how did he know their addresses? How did he know where they were all staying? But that suspense, I liked it because when I saw when he carried the box, I was like, oh, this man is greedy. He didn't even think about other people. But when he now said distributing the money to everybody, I said, good one. That was a beautiful one. Then another one is a driver. After so many months, how did he survive? Because he had a gunshot. We saw him at the place of the accident where he removed his shirt. He had dollars all over his chest. The gunshot pierced into the money. That means he was not really injured. But at what point did he take that money from the boss and wrapped on his chest? That was another place we didn't see. That was another suspense. And what happened to Shola Sobowale's son that was tied on the tree? We didn't hear anything. We don't know if really that was her biological son. She would have sent a rescue, I guess, to go and get him out of that tree and treat his wound because he was shot on the leg. In all, beautiful movie, beautiful storyline, beautiful acting. Actors were good, actors were wonderful, beautiful storyline. I enjoyed it. If you have not watched Soli, I encourage you to watch it. And on this note, I say thank you for listening to my video. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and God bless you. Bye. Thank you.